My name is Eric Kuhlman. I own Tawa Mulch and Landscape Supply. We're here in Findlay, Ohio, established in 2006. We used to own a 3800. We just purchased this new 3400 XT. It's Morbark's newest next-gen grinder. It's the first of its model. There's a few others coming down the pipe now, but it's a great machine compared to the machines we've run in the past. We've run a lot of 6000s, Vermeer 6000s, run some Bandits in the past. The 3400 XT's production is substantial higher than anything that we've run before. The production was unbelielievable. When we first sat down with the engineers at Morbark through the winter and started to kind of draw up this new machine, they were a step ahead of us, and they already knew, you know, the feedback that they've been getting from their customers. And like running the Vermeer 6000s, we were in the 200 yard an hour range, like with 1.5 inch screens, 2 inch screens. You might bump up to 2 1/4, 250. And discussed prior to the purchase of the 3400, and with this being the first one, no one really knew what it was going to do. I mean, they had a target that they wanted to hit, with the engineers at Morbark and the sales team. They kind of knew where they'd be at, but when we got the machine, hauled it back from the Con Expo, set it up, had folks at Morbark here and started actually doing the test, it was mind-boggling, the production numbers. There was, depending on the product, we've had as high as 550 yards an hour regrind with 2 inch screens, which is unheard of for a 765 horse. So as far as on our end here, the amount of time that we're on a job site, or the amount of time that during a mulch season, the big advantageous thing for us is, we all have families, wives, kids, and the time at home has been a lot more now. We're not having to stay till midnight, 2 o'clock at night grinding. We're able to get out of here at a decent time. We're just being able to do a lot more during the day compared to what we were in the past. The 3400 XT fits into our operation perfectly. We mow our machine once to twice a week to do municipality mobile grinding. We do also grinding for other mulch companies that need our assistance, that don't do the volumes to justify owning their own grinder, so we come in and help them out. The new engineering behind the 3400 is excellent compared to some of the previous models. The new gen, they're calling it, with this machine, the design with the narrow tracks. It's not an over-width permit. You can run at night in Ohio. No restrictions as far as that goes. It's just an overweight permit. The additional size of the feed wheel, the difference in the room on changing screens. There's an additional foot between the engine and the mill. The sloped feeded, or the in-feed table is a great option for our operators. A great feature. We can see into the hopper. We can see the chains. That sloped in-feed is a great step in the new direction, and being able for the operators to see what they're doing and be able to get max production out of your machine. I started a relationship with Jesse Garber at Clements Equipment approximately 8-9 years ago. We first dabbled in with doing a lot of screen rentals, grinder rentals, and that kind of transformed into a grinder purchase a couple years ago on a smaller grinder, the 3800. This year we made the step and bought the brand new 3400 XT. I've always worked very closely with Jesse at Clements Equipment. He's a fantastic salesman, and I've always admired Jesse for the fact that he used to own a mulch company. He's in the business, so he understands the needs of the mulch producers, the ins and outs of it's a very difficult season, cash flow. The 12 weeks of the year, it's crazy, it's nonstop, around the clock. Jesse and Clements Equipment understand the need of the service side of it. If I'm down and they need to be here 2 hours later or a day later, they understand the need, or filling in another machine, a bridge machine, if there's an extended period of being down. And the service that we get from Columbus Equipment, Josh Stuyvesant has been great to work with. The owner of Columbus Equipment, he's helped us through some transactions here with getting into some different machines and creating cap space to be able to do things like that. Aaron Dunham and their parts is he's a very intelligent individual, and he's helped us extensively through some minor issues with grinders. You're always going to have issues with grinders, and they really step up to the plate and help us out when we need it. Yes, definitely you would recommend Columbus Equipment to anybody with more bark, for sure. After owning the 3400 XT now for approximately 4 months, our bottom line has improved. The production, like I mentioned before, is just I can't really put a percentage on it. I can't say it's double, or I can't say it's 50 yards more an hour more, but our production is a lot higher. When we go on our municipality brush grinding, we're getting in and getting out, and just being able to keep the jobs moving, rotating, cash flow. We've plugged it into our plan of action on going to from different jobs, and still being able to incorporate it in our in-house operation with which is the mulch company, with mainly doing the regrind and coloring here, and then also doing the mobile grinding. In the past, it's been a challenge with the lower production machine, and with this new machine, it's really helped us from a coordinational side and let us become more productive, more profitable. And we've been really happy with the machine, really happy with the service that we're getting with Columbus Equipment, and there's really nothing negative to say about the service or the machine.